Welcome to another episode of Shotgun Tour Reviews, two, sometimes three idiots, a camera, and a review. Tonight we are looking at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic. Casey Jones, is that accurate?
That is 1000% accurate.
Good.
Mirage comic.
Mirage Comics.
Zero hammers.
What?
Like, subscribe.
What? More details, please.
Sure. So here he is. As some people may or may not know, back in early 2000s, mid 2000s, Neca released a box set of Mirage comic turtles. And since that time, I have wanted Casey Jones to go with those turtles.
That just makes sense.
And finally, after all this other stuff that I didn't want, I got Casey Jones in comic style. And yeah, here he is, finally. 2022, the year of Burr getting everything he never thought he'd ever get.
Expensive year?
Oh my lord. Yes.
As far as paint and sculpt, I mean, paint looks as expected. We got the black lines.
So this is the first time out of the, I don't know how many I have now, 8, 9 comic style paint that it really bothers me. Like, I don't like it in general, but it really bothers me on him.
Is there something particular that's more so?
There's two things that just drive me nuts.
I've got one thing.
Okay.
One thing I dislike. It happens to be this ear.
Oh.
It's ultra black.
Yes. I hate his 4-pack abs. Like, you really couldn't just break that up. You had to just draw fucking 4 squares.
Yeah.
I hate that. And then if you look on his back, the most egregious Y.
Huh.
That does nothing. Like, it's so dumb.
When I'm looking at it, I can make sense out of it. And then I look at it on camera and I'm like, it's plumber's crack.
It's 1000% plumber's crack. Because if you look at on his side, like, that one doesn't bother me because it doesn't go all the way from top to bottom.
Sure.
But the 6-pack and his ass crack.
Wow.
Just totally ruin the illusion they're going for. So other than those two spots and the ear, now that you pointed it out,
let me see this ear. Well,
it's not as bad.
It's not as bad.
But yeah, other than that, he is sculpted to look, he fits in with the other ones. He is painted flat to look like the other ones. Like my broken Usagi Yojimbo that I can't find would be another one of them that I own. So that makes 10. I don't know. Anyway, he's sculpted to look like an Eastman and Lard Casey Jones figure. He's painted to look reminiscent. And yeah, so it does the job.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to point out, his mask is actually a separate piece. So if you can see his mouth behind the slits.
What? Because
it's actually there. And if you look on, like, his eyes have the right shadow because it's actually the white of his eyes are on the head, not on the mask.
Wow. That's impressive.
So, there you go. You can see the lip of the mask.
Yeah.
I thought that's a super awesome touch. And then I have another thing about paint that we'll get to. Spoilers once we hit accessories.
All right.
Because it drives me nuts once I noticed it.
We're going to talk about articulation.
Yep. So he has what we like to call the typical human articulation, especially for these guys. He has a cut joint for his waist, right?
Mm-hmm.
His shirt, as you can see, is sculpted crooked.
Yeah.
So while he does have a joint in there, it doesn't do it like he can, I don't know, maybe a centimeter of back and forth, and you can turn it maybe a centimeter. So I don't know why that joint exists, other than to give me these crappy abs. But it is there.
Okay.
All the other joints are there. He has double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. He has rocker ankles and swivel boots. His hip movement is super restricted forward and back due to the way they did his pants. And I don't know. I would love to know if someone else gets one of these, if it's just mine. But his lower joint doesn't really do anything. It does like that much, which doesn't even get you halfway.
Oh, that's
on both sides. This one's a little bit better, and I've heated this with the hair dryer, both of them.
Okay.
Because this is his left shoulder was stuck in the package, and his right ankle was stuck in the package.
Yikes!
To avoid breaking my next Neca toy, I heated him with a hair dryer and freed all his joints. And these elbows now actually bend more, but sure looks like it could maybe go more, especially on this side. But I can't.
I don't know, the Sculpt's starting to run into itself.
Yeah, but if you look, especially on this side, it is not the sides of his arm are like in a V. So even if it's not sculpted to even allow it to bend.
True.
So most you could get, like on a Marvel Legends, you could get it more bent than that.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then he has a ball jointed head that is
loose.
Well, I popped it off, and now I can't get it back on.
Well, Wilson warned me before we started filming, so I was careful with his head.
Yeah. Spoilers again coming up in accessories, but he can't look up, but he can look down. But he can get all kind of Casey Jones angry. But yeah, ever since I popped it off, I can't get it to stick on.
You know what I think of when I think of Casey Jones?
What's that?
Weaponry.
Well, he doesn't come with any.
Nope.
Just kidding. He comes with his trusty golf bag.
I actually like the black lines on this. I think this is effective, except for the solid outline around the pocket. That's a little annoying.
Yeah. What I found annoying is, see this little tiny strap?
Is that big enough to go around? So
this is why I had to pop his head off, because I couldn't get it on over his head.
Oh, it is big enough.
It does. It is super tight, but it does go on. So he does have his golfer bag. And then he has a baseball bat.
Looks nice.
With the same comic inking style that can slide in there. I'll put him right there. How's that? And then he has everyone's favorite hockey stick.
Also very nice.
Again, same exact style. He comes with a, I'm going to say this is a mini golf club as opposed to an actual golf club, because it's...
Yeah.
But my guess is that is accurate to the original comic.
Probably.
And then he comes with a second baseball bat that is the same exact paint and sculpt.
For dual wielding bats.
Yes. It's the same sculpt. The paint is the same, supposed to be the same. It's a little bit off, but I think that's more because, production issues than on purpose. And then it comes with two fists attached that bend in and out, and he comes with a left and right hand with a wider grip. And then I already have on him a right hand with a smaller grip, so that the two big grips hold the hockey stick and the two baseball bats, and the smaller grip holds the golf club.
Makes sense.
So that is cool. And if you want, you can actually get most of his hands hidden enough. I mean, if you look in there, you can see him, but so he can hold all his stuff. I forgot one. This is my favorite accessory. He comes with a second mask that he can hold, sort of, or you can hang on the wall next to him or on his hockey stick.
He doesn't have an unmasked head?
He does, of course he does.
Okay. Like,
So-
why would he have a separate mask?
So he comes with this very, very angry, very, very old man cartoon face head.
How do you feel about no teeth?
I don't like the no teeth. It makes him look like has a white mustache.
No, it kind of does.
His ears are much cleaner on this version. And here's where I get angry. This is old man Casey, and I meant that because he's got like darker gray hair, and he's got longer brown hair when he puts the mask on.
That's weird.
Right?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, I understand his hair has to go out of the way to put the mask on, but
Yeah.
change colors?
Huh.
So, but it is a thing you can do. You can swap the heads off, and because I can't get that one back on, this one just pops on. He can be, "Hey Ralph, why are you so angry?" I'd be like, "Because I keep seeing your old man stash." I agree. And then, what I wanted to point out while we're doing accessories, and this one is what boggles my mind, but if you're going to draw him holding a yo-yo,
You should have a yo-yo in the
and
box.
you have all the other weapons, you should goddamn have a fucking yo-yo.
And I believe this is new art.
Yeah?
So it's not like they repurposed old comic art.
And look, his hair is black. His hair is black.
Solidly black.
His hair is black. His hair is black. His hair is black. His hair is black. His hair is black. So I just wanted to point that out. So yeah, that is what he comes with.
For a sense of scale. So this is the comic shredder that we last saw in the Usagi Yojimbo episode. And then PowerCon 2017
Something like that.
Trap Jaw.
Yep.
So these are about 6.5 inch.
Yep. And this is Black Panther. And that is Emissary from Hell, Spider-Man.
Final thoughts, and I'm going to start. I'm going to give him, I think, 4 hammers. I can overlook the ears and the back, because if I had this figure, I would look at him from the front. I wouldn't see the extended butt crack. I could look past the abs, and I'm okay with the rest of the black lines. He comes with a number of accessories that are good. I would not use the unmasked head, but it is nice that you get a mask and you can hang it off the hockey stick if that is your preferred look. So I think it's good. It's just not great.
Agreed. I cannot look past the abs and the weak-ass elbows. I feel they should be better. I'm going to give him a 4 minus. Like 3.75. He fills a hole that I've had for a long, long time. I like most of him. It's just he could, like, with just a little more effort, he could have been better.
Agreed.
And I think, like, that is some straight up Eric Larson arm muscle anatomy. Just random 3 lines that don't.
Are there even?
They don't.
I thought there was only 2 in the forearm.
Well, and these ones are even more just random, like
That's weird.
Wolverine claws. But he is Casey Jones. He is recognizable as Casey Jones. He works as Casey Jones. For the most part, his articulation works. The paint isn't terrible. it's just got a couple, like, why?
Yes, definitely.
Like, I get that's the look you're going for, but a little more judiciously used, if that's a thing I can say.
You can.
Poorly. So anyway, yeah. If you need Casey Jones, comic Casey Jones, this is going to be the best one, the only one. The other version you can get right now is the Super 7, but that's a comic one. Or a cartoon one. So I'm sure he's 1,000 times better, but he's not the aesthetic, the look I'm going for. He will not match any of my turtles. This guy will fit in perfectly with my turtles and my Foot Clan and
with your existing turtles, because NECA's coming back around to comic turtles.
Yes.
And changing the looks of everything.
Yes. But that's like those are borderline like end of the run turtles.
Yeah.
These are my classic turtles.
Oh, it's very classic, yes.
This is the toy I thought I was getting when I saw the black and white Playmates figure in the back of whatever issue it was, Turtles 7 or something. And then I got the super crazy pastel cartoon colored ones. I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. What do you guys think? Do you like Wolverine claw arms? Do you like butt crack?
Oof. Oh, that's rough.
Like, yeah, so, but if I put Shredder next to him, he fits in perfectly. Like, I mean,
I think he's going to blend in really well with a Turtles crowd.
Yeah. I also want to point out that Shredder has
oh my god,
has toes. So
I want to point out that Casey has Dragon Ball boots.
It's fair.